Hello, everyone, and happy Monday, and happy Memorial Day to each and every one of you that have served our country and those that are serving our country. We want you to know that we appreciate you and we thank God for you. We know that we take this day to say it, but know that we appreciate you every day. Today is May the 26th, 2014. I want to welcome you to Les Brown's Monday Night Motivation featuring Les Brown's Platinum Speakers, the Voices of Hope. This platform is presented to you by world-renowned motivational speaker, speech coach, and best-selling author Les Brown. And for those of you that have joined us before, you know that this is your place for motivation, inspiration, and empowerment. I am Anita Hicks, your host, motivational speaker, life coach, and corporate business trainer. Thank you so much for investing in yourself and joining us tonight and each and every night. Well, I have something very special for you tonight. For those of you that have taken the time out of your holiday weekend to join the call tonight, I know that you are very serious about being motivated and being inspired. So as you know, Les Brown has commissioned Stacy N.C. Grant, my partner in crime. Stacy, are you there? I know you. I saw that you're there. You may be on mute. So, Stacy N.C. Grant.
I am here. I was on mute. You caught me, my sister, but I am here.
All right. So tonight what we're going to do, Stacy and I want to get you all engaged at a different level. So what we have come up with is we are going to allow a time for those of you that have been on the calls and that have been joining us and that have been a part of Les Brown's Platinum Training, Les Brown's coaching, any of the Platinum Speakers coaching. We want to hear from you. So we're going to have a one night dedicated called Monday Night Motivation, the Next Level. Now, we say every night on the motivational call, Stacy, faithfully after every call, she tells you how you can stay connected to Les Brown and his Platinum Speakers 7 days a week. So some of you do that. And some of you have invested in yourself, and some of you have actually gone to the next level. Some of you are going to the next level, and we want to celebrate with you. So tonight we're going to hear from some of those, at least two of the people that have actually taken advantage of some of the coaching and training and have gone to the next level. But before we do that, some of you on the call don't actually know my story, and you don't know Stacy's story. So I'm going to tell you how I became a platinum speaker. And Stacy, we'd like to hear about how you became a platinum speaker as well.
I can't wait to share.
Absolutely. So let me tell you my story. For those of you that are not familiar with it, I decided that I wanted to make a change in my life. I knew that I wanted to become a motivational speaker. And I had been watching Les Brown on television, and this was during the time that he had his television show. And then he was no longer on television, so I went online, like some of you I hear you saying. I went online and I found out information about Les Brown. And I found out where he was doing a training. And he was doing a training in Miami. So I flew to Miami because I wanted to meet Les Brown, because I was very serious about entering the speaking training arena. And I knew that in order to do that, I had to connect myself with the top person in business. And I knew that top person was Les Brown because I had heard his voice, I connected with him, and I wanted to be a part of his organization. So I went down to meet Les Brown. And after the one-day event was over, Les Brown told me about his platinum program. And I said, I really think I want to do that. And I did. I made a commitment with Les Brown that day that I was going to do it. And I was all excited. And I got on the airplane and I boarded my flight back to Atlanta, Georgia. And when I got back to Atlanta, Georgia, I tell you, my feet had not hit the ground yet from that airplane. I said, I began questioning whether this was what I was supposed to do. And then I was thinking, I've got a lot going on. I don't know if I should really invest this much money or if I invest in myself. and I decided that I was not going to do it. So I picked up the phone. Actually, let me retract that statement. I did not pick up the phone. I had my best friend pick up the phone. I had her pick up the phone and call Les Brown to tell her that she nor I were we were no longer going to participate in the Platinum program. We had talked ourselves out of it, people. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but we talked ourselves out of that good thing. So Les Brown said, not a problem, just have Anita give me a call. So I called Les Brown on the phone, and Mr. Brown said to me, he said, Anita, now, let me be very clear. Am I talking to the same person that told me that speaking was what they were called to do, and that this is what they were destined to do, and that they were unstoppable and they were going to do it? I said, yes, I'm almost positive that was me. So he chatted with me for a while, and he helped me to understand that I had to make a decision if this was really what I wanted to do. And if I really wanted to do it, I needed to invest in myself. So needless to say, I invested in myself, and I moved to the next level. Within that first year, I wrote my first book, then I did an audio book, and then I did my first training within the first year because I stayed connected and I stayed motivated. And one of the things that I learned from him, actually a couple of things that I learned from him that really changed my life, and the first one was, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. And that's what I want you to know. All of you that are listening on the phone tonight, I don't care what your dreams are, where you are, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. So this is why we tell you each and every week that you should invest in yourself. And so you're going to hear Stacy's story, and then you're going to hear two people that have actually invested in themselves, and they're going to the next level. So, Stacy N.C. Grant, how did you become a platinum speaker?
Well, Anita, I tell you, I'm just so glad that we're able to share these moments with our listening audience. And I, too, before I start, want to just say thank you to all the veterans who are protecting the freedoms that sometimes we take for granted. So I say thank you and happy Memorial Day to everyone. So, Anita, my story is similar but yet different. And it's a slightly emotional one for me to talk about because the young lady that brought Les Brown to New York has transitioned to our home in glory. So remembering Cherise Cunningham is a special moment right now because she stepped out on faith, Anita. She decided that with her work, with her company, Simply to Empower, she wanted to bring Les Brown to New York, and she wanted to bring him to York College, an auditorium, and I was like, wow, this is going to be amazing. I did my best to spread the word and support her. And the day the event happened, Anita, I was so challenged because it was a long day. It seemed like Murphy's Law was in full effect, and everything that could go wrong went wrong. I was like, OMG, I'm over it. I'm not going to make it. I'm just going to have to apologize. But something said, just keep pushing. Keep pushing, and you get to that event. And at that event, Anita, I sat in the audience, and I saw the person who I had admired for years, and I saw Star Babatune, who was with him, and she actually spoke on stage, and John Leslie, his son, and I'm sitting there saying, wow, you know, if I could just connect with the master in this arena, that I could really take my speaking business to a whole nother level. And at the end of the event, I waited online as everybody was crowding the table to buy his audio, to buy some DVD sets that he had. And I waited patiently until I could get to him just to shake his hand and say thank you for the work that you do. It was amazing to see your son on stage. I'm the mother of 2 sons, and one day I want my sons to be as articulate, as poised, and as intelligent as your son. And through our conversation, he turned around and he looked at me. He said, you know, young lady, you know, with a voice like that, you would do great in this business. And Anita Hicks, the real estate secret, came out. I put my hands on my hips, and I said, I am in this business, Mr. Brown. That's why I'm in this house. And girl, I was shaking like a leaf. talking to her with this big truck, and inside I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to Les Brown. So I took out my card, Anita, and I put it in his hand. Well, actually, not in his hand. I wrote my cell number on it, and I stuck it in the inside of his lapel. I was very bold. And I said, Mr. Brown, please keep in touch with me. I invested in his products. I bought them. He signed them, and I left. Within 48 hours, Anita, my phone rang. And he was calling. I did not know it was Les Brown, so I let it go to voicemail. I was on another call, and when I heard the voicemail message, I almost crashed my car. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. I called my husband, I called my mother, I called everybody but Les Brown back because I was so shocked that he called. And when he did, and we had the conversation, he told me about the Platinum program, he told me about the investment. I just knew. I made a commitment at that moment that I wanted to do it, but Lord knows the money in my bank account was circulating in the opposite direction. So I didn't know how I was going to actually invest. But you know what happens, Anita, when you focus on what you need to do and you know you need to grow, you need to make an investment in products, services, training, coaching programs, you don't worry about the how. You just stay focused on the commitment that you make. And I started to think differently. I said, wow, who can I talk to? Who can help me raise this capital so that I can make one of the largest investments I have ever made in my personal development? And from that day, making that commitment, it was just the grace of God and everything in the universe conspiring towards my involvement with Mr. Brown and my commitment to sign that contract to become a platinum speaker. And from that day, my life has completely changed, not only working with him, working with our platinum family, with the other platforms I've been able to go on throughout the country, the products I've been able to create, and the work that I do. But if you're not willing to invest in yourself, you can't expect other people to invest at a higher level than you have. So that was a lesson that I learned. It was one that I will forever treasure, and the experiences that we share together help to make us the individuals we are, bringing value to the marketplace. So I'm excited that I got to share that story tonight and just honor Sharice Cunningham, who is looking down from above, because it was her taking that step on faith. It was her believing in the investment that she made to bring Mr. Brown to New York, allowed me the opportunity to meet him in person, and then everything else has unfolded from there.
Oh, what, girl, that is an awesome story. I've heard you speak, but I don't think I've ever heard you tell your story. So we give honor to Sharice Cunningham for doing what she was supposed to do. You know, Les Brown often talks about if we don't do what we're supposed to do, we may be hindering somebody else from doing what they're supposed to do. So I acknowledge you for doing that, for her doing that. So I know you are forever grateful and thankful for her putting you in a position so that you could move to the next level.
Exactly. And to be here with you, my sister, who would have thunk it, as my dear friend Emma Fraser Pendleton and George Fraser's book states on how they talk about their life. Who would have thunk it? You don't know where you're going to be. You don't know what else is for you in 2014 if you don't take that step on faith, if you don't play at the next level and play full out. We don't have every day just as an unlimited extension of time. Every day is precious, and we don't know when our time expires in this form and we go to another level. So we have to play full out. And Sharice played full out, and as much as all of us who know her and love her mourn the loss of her physical being, the spirit of who she was, the commitment that she made. She was just with Les and I back in September of last year for another event with a colleague of ours, and was able to share her experiences. She was a part of the book Fight for Your Dreams. And had she not lived her dream, the legacy of who she is would not still be alive. So whoever's on the call tonight, now it's time. It's Memorial Day. People are barbecuing, eating burgers, hot dogs, and that's fine. But some point tonight, decide where you're going to invest at the next level so that you can play full out.
Absolutely. You know, you talk about the experiences we've had, the opportunities. Last week, I had an opportunity to see Les, because I had called Les. I said, Les, you know, I haven't seen you in a while. I really need to talk to you and sit at your feet and just really get some wisdom, some words of encouragement, because, you know, you're out traveling, doing your events, Stacy. I'm out doing my events. And so our paths crossed sometimes, but it calls on Monday night on the call, but we don't see each other. So I was in Atlanta, Georgia, and Buckhead doing a training. I was at the Doubletree. Les was right across the street at the Intercontinental. Dr. Sweeting was on his way to see Les Brown, and Ona was there. So I had an opportunity to hang out last week with Les Brown, Dr. Sweeting, and those of you who do not know Dr. Sweeting is Les Brown's mentor. So Stacy has had an opportunity to meet him, to be in a training with Dr. Sweeting, powerful, and he's agreed to do one of the calls one night in the future. So everybody will hear from him as well. So I had an opportunity to hang out with them. I'm going to post the picture on Facebook so everybody can get an opportunity to see it. But Stacy, I was so thankful for that opportunity because, doors open up. We're out and we're doing the work and we're stepping out on faith. And as you said, Les Brown says, do what you love and the money will come. Now, investing in the Platinum program for me was the best investment I have ever made. And I tell people that over and over again. So those of you that are listening on the call, take the next step. You may be able to invest in the Platinum program now. Do as Stacy and I did. Step out on faith. But there's coaching available. There's webinars, there's seminars, and Stacy's going to tell you about some of those at the end of the call. But Stacy, and I know we're going to hear from some of your people next week, but I have two people that I am going to bring on the call tonight, and they have actually taken the next step, and they have gone to the next level. They've taken coaching. They've invested in themselves. So for those of you that are listening on the call, we're going to give you an opportunity to tell us what you've done. Now, I'm going to bring Lacy Greer on the call, and also Lacy is a veteran, so we thank her for that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to ask Lacy only, and then the other person is Van Jenkins, to star 6 to unmute your line in 1 second, and then the listeners are going to get an opportunity to hear from them, and they're going to tell you how they have invested in themselves and what they're doing to go to the next level. They started out on this call just like each and every one of you did, and now they're moving to the next level. So we're going to hear from them, and the first one that we're going to hear from.
All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing star 6.
So, Lacy, if you're on the call, which I know you are, if you would star 6 to unmute your line, Lacy Greer only, and we are going to hear from you. Lacy,
Hi,
are you
Anita.
there? Hey, Lacy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. So, first of all, Lacy has served in the armed services. What branch did you serve in, Lacy?
The Air Force.
The Air Force. I want to say thank you for your service and all you do for serving our country. So hopefully today was a great day for you, and you had an opportunity to celebrate with friends and family. But we want to acknowledge you and say thank you for your service.
Thank you.
So, Lacy, the listening audiences are on the call, and you've been on the Monday Night Call. So tell us a little bit about what you have done and to go to the next level. I know you started out on the call and you've invested in yourself. So tell us a little bit about your story.
Okay. So I've been listening to the Les Brown call for over a year now. And in order to go to the next level, I decided to take Anita Hicks' coaching that she did last year. And I forgot, I think it was, 8 weeks long? But I knew that I needed to make some kind of change to go to the next level and stop daydreaming and make my dreams a reality. So I started taking her coaching class and did the homework and everything and took the steps needed to get where I needed to be today. So, I took her class. I even listened to Les Brown's speeches and everything he has on YouTube, started listening to other motivational speakers, and started making the next steps to where I am today.
So, Lacy, tell me, what are some of the things that you're doing as a result of taking the coaching? What are you doing now? What's your next step?
So I am working on my first motivational book.
Yay!
And I'm also, I know, I'm also going to be co-authoring a book coming out soon as well. And I'm going to be starting hopefully my own motivational speaking teleseminar and everything this summer. I have also started my own business called Motives. It stands for Motivating Others to Inspire versus Settling. I do freelance writing, mentoring, and coaching as well, and motivational speaking.
So, Lacy, first of all, I want to say I'm so proud of you. And one of the things that I do for my coaching clients is when they start, and I teach them to start their own motivational call, I help them with the call, and I actually be on the first call with them to help move them to the next level. So I'm actually looking forward to that. And Lacy and I stay connected as well. So once you become a part of my coaching, you're a part of it. So is there any particular thing that you think was an aha moment? I know we went through a lot of coaching and you did all the exercise. Was there any particular thing that helped move you to the next level, or you feel that was a pivotal point for you in the coaching?
I think the biggest thing for me was I know I had a hard time before the coaching was organizing my time and everything. And I remember us talking about how, each day we should set aside some time to do this and not try to do it all in one time, or multitasking where you're like on the phone and trying to do something else at the same time. So that was my biggest thing, organizing my time, and then breaking down my mission statement and vision statement and everything. So, I had a clear understanding of what I wanted my business to be about and what I wanted, the goals I wanted to complete, having a clear, understanding of what I needed to get done, basically.
Well, Lacy, I am so proud of you again, and I'm excited for what you are going to be doing in the universe. And I know eventually you are going to become a platinum speaker, because I know this is a stepping stone for you. So, again, congratulations, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So now we have Mr. Van Jenkins. Van, if you would star 6 to unmute your line, we want to hear from you.
Yes, ma'am. I am here, Miss Anita. How are you?
I am here, Van. So, Van, thank you again for joining us on the call tonight. So you've heard Lacy's story, you've heard Stacy's, you've heard mine. So let's tell the listeners how you have taken your business to the next level and your speaking to the next level, what you did.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, a small bit of background about me. Yes, I'm a veteran as well, so not to get any accolade, but that was one of the most...
First, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Well, I want to thank you for your service as well. Thank you. I didn't know that.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And it's not really for the accolade. It's just that was those were key moments in my life that actually brought me to this point now. Up until the time that I got...
I know you're not texting me to ask me if I'm giving annual liquid.
Start to mute your line. Someone has their...
I don't know how to take care of.
Okay, I'm sorry, Van, are you there?
I am, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody was talking in the background. Okay, go ahead.
Well, and it wasn't just to be acknowledged as a veteran at all. It was that was one of the most pivotal moments in my life, where I was just getting out on my own and just finding out who I was and things of this nature. So for me, talking has always been something that got me in trouble when I was younger. I was always considered a different child. So, getting in trouble over and over again about talking and not staying still. Believe me, speaking is something now that actually is a benefit for me. Who would have thought? All that time, it was just preparation for me to move into my destiny. Who would have thought that? Yeah. So as far as going to the next level, of course, such as everybody else, I got onto the motivational, the Monday night motivational calls, which was part of it, and I got in touch with Miss Anita. And, of course, I decided, you know what, it's time to stop talking about wanting to do this and to do it. But I had no idea what to do. So I needed something, and there it was, coaching sitting right in front of my face. I heard it call after call, Miss Anita saying that she does coaching and things of that nature. And for some reason, finally it clicked. Hey, why not call Miss Anita? Call Miss Anita, and, of course, invested in myself, as you said before, which was something that was a challenge for me. It's like, I have to actually put something in this. I don't know. I don't want to lose my money, whatever the case is. No, fear came through. I had to go through all of these things, but I didn't succumb to those things. I talked to Miss Anita, and of course now, just the same. I'm actually, one of my plans is to finish up a book as well. I plan to have my teleconference up and running again in the next few months, so that'll be there as well. I have a lot of things that I want to do. Of course, speaking is definitely something that I do. And I was, looking for the next thing and didn't really know how to do that. But the coaching was really, really good because she gave me a lot of direction, a lot of focus on where I need to put my attention and how I can better what I already had and just take things to the next level and start preparing me to think more like the way that I want to be and look at the place where I want to go and to begin to go after that. So that was something that was very, very helpful to me when it came to the coaching. So my money was not lost. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I paid enough, but that's another subject. Which way? It was a really, really great thing for me.
Well, thank you so much. Now, so Van, I know that you speak to young people, entrepreneurs. Tell me, what is your platform? Who do you speak to?
Absolutely. Young people is a passion of mine, of course, so I like to speak to them because, as I said before, I was always considered a different child, so I know how it feels to be looked at and looked upon as someone that's not quite living up to the part. So I like to talk to children as well. However, entrepreneurs are another group of individuals that I like to speak to as well because generally speaking, entrepreneurs are in the mindset of wanting to change their mindset and they have a different mindset that wants to move in a different direction. So to find them and to help motivate them to move them to their dreams is something that I love to do as well. And I think doing that is really going to impact not only their lives, but it gives me a benefit and it benefits everyone else whom they may either be employing or whatever the case may be.
Well, Van, again, as I said to Lacy, congratulations and thank you again for your service, the service that you rendered to our country. We appreciate you and we thank God for you. And you also will become a platinum speaker. I know that this is just a stepping stone for you as well.
Absolutely.
So we know that you have invested in yourself as well. So thank you for that. And we are looking forward to hearing a lot more from Lacy Greer and Van Jenkins. Thank you both so much. And callers, so I know that this is the holiday weekend. I know that you have taken
All callers are muted.
out of your busy schedule to get on the call tonight. So, Stacy, and I know that you've had 2 parades, and I saw all of your beautiful pictures on the website. I tell you, that Stacy N.C. Grant is a beautiful lady. So Stacy, let's hear about ways that let's go ahead and do the announcements, and then we're going to if anybody if you have anything else to say, we'll say it. If not, we're going to end the call for tonight and get prepared for next week. Did I lose you, Stacy? Are you there? Did I lose Miss Stacy N.C. Grant? I don't know, Stacy. Are you there? I think I lost Stacy. Well, anyway, callers, I don't know what happened to Stacy, but I know that she was there. Maybe I lost her. Maybe she'll hang up and she'll call back. I don't know what happened. Stacy, are you there? I think Stacy's trying to get back in. But listen, listeners, here's the deal. So you've heard from 2 of the two listeners that have invested in themselves. We want you to stay connected each and every week. Stacy hopefully will come back on the line, and she's going to tell you how you can stay connected 7 days a week with the Les Brown Platinum speakers. But we want you to invest in yourself. And for those of you that are interested in learning how to speak, I have a webinar that's coming up on June the 4th. It's called Speak and Make Money. So you can go to www.speakandmakemoney.com. That's SPEAK and makemoney.com. The webinar is June the 4th. Oh, you there, Stacy? I was hoping you would get that.
I was hearing you calling me, and I'm congratulating Lacy and Van, and nobody in the universe is hearing me but me. I don't know what's going on.
I had confidence that you would come back. So go ahead on, Stacy. So I see. This is how we work together as a team. So for those of you that will be doing live calls, you know you're going to have live experiences. So go ahead.
We call it reality talk and motivation.
Radio. That's right. Exactly.
So I don't think anyone heard me when I was congratulating Lacy and Van on their work. Congratulations on investing in yourself to go to the next level and to produce the results. So it's not only the investment, but to take action in producing the results. So congratulations to both of you and what you're doing in the world. And Van, thank you again for your service to our country. So, Anita, I will go ahead with the announcement. So on Sundays, you can stay connected with Ona Brown with Own Your Dreams radio show every Sunday from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join in at 404-355-8699 or listen at www.onabrown.com or love860am.com. On Tuesdays, join Hot Soul Topics from the Soul radio show with Valerie N. Parker every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can call in 760-913-4115 to listen live or catch her on blogtalkradio.com/Soul Topics, SOUL Topics, online, or visit arisebyvnp.com. On the first and third Tuesdays of every month, join Evelyn Polk, a.k.a. the Heart Lady, at blogtalkradio.com/Heart Talk with Ms. E, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Dial-in number 424-675-8303 or visit talktomise.com. On Wednesdays, get your business accelerated with www.businessbootcamponline.com with attorney Sean D. Arnold. That's 6 p.m. every Wednesday. And then you can join her again at 8 p.m. Pacific Time every Wednesday for Legal Biz Cafe. And that's on blogtalkradio.com/Legal Biz Cafe. LEGALBIZ Cafe, CAFE. Join Trish Talks on www.intentionradio.com/Trish-Talks every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. And then you can join on Thursday, Selling as a Professional with Belton Showell, every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in and listen at 917-889-7881 or visit www.beltonshowell.com for more information. Show for Your Life, free motivational call with Andy Enriquez every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dial-in number 712-432-6100, PIN number 114431 #, or visit showforyourlife.com for further information. Join speakandmakemoney.com with Anita Hicks for you to get additional information on how you can get one-on-one coaching or be a part of her upcoming series. Visit AnitaHicks.com. That's ANITAHICKS.com. And you can also find your motivational messages and inspirational interviews on YouTube with Stacy N.C. Grant. That would be me, STACIE, capital N, capital C, GRANT. So that's Stacy N.C. Grant. You can also visit my website, stacyncgrant.com, for further information on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Stay connected with Mr. Brown and all that he is doing around the world at lesbrownevents.com and visit his Facebook page at brown.les. That's brown.les at facebook.com. Anita Hicks, it's been a pleasure tonight being on the call with you, my sister. Once again, happy Memorial Day to everyone. Go out there, play at the next level, invest in yourself, and make it a great life. It's
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. And everyone, I look forward to next Monday. We have a phenomenal speaker that's going to be on the call next week, so invite someone and get on the call early. Now, if you are interested in being a part of Les Brown's Platinum Speakers, I want you to email me, Anita, that's ANITA, at Anita, ANITAHICKS.com. And at the top, I want you to put in there Platinum Speakers, so I'll know because I get a lot of emails. So let me know, and I will send you information. And again, this Wednesday, June the 4th, I am having a webinar, Speak and Make Money. And if you're interested, this is the first step. You can take that first step. So go to www.speak, that's SPEAK and AND, make, MAKE, money, MONEY.com, speakandmakemoney.com. The webinar is June the 4th. So again, happy Memorial Day to each and every one of you. Enjoy the remainder of your day. And God bless you all, and God bless America. And as I always say each and every week, never, ever give up. on your dreams, because the world awaits your light, your authentic gift. God bless you all, and God bless your dreams. Good night. Good night, Stacy.
Good night, Anita.